Hello there, my name is Caio Sampaio, and I'm a career expert and certified professional resume writer. But before getting all these credentials, I was also a student just like you, so I understand very well the pain of trying to prove to recruiters that despite lacking experience, I have the skills needed to do a good job. All I need is an opportunity to prove that. But eventually I got my first job, so today I'm going to share with you some tips that helped me tremendously to write a student resume that landed me my very first job. And the first piece of advice that I need to share with you is that recruiters are incredibly busy. So if your student resume is disorganized, recruiters will not waste a single second trying to decipher it. Instead, they will just delete it and move on to the next. So your student resume needs to be organized and share all the needed information clearly. In short, it needs to look like this. This is a fictional student resume example that I created for this demonstration. You can see how it summarizes all the information effectively, and it's also easy and quick to read. Recruiters will certainly appreciate that, and you will surely appreciate the fact that you can create something equally as impressive in just 5 minutes. You just need to use the Zety resume builder. It's kind of like working on a school project with the smartest kid in class. The Zety resume builder will give you useful advice and guide you through all the steps you need to get an A+ on your student resume. So the very first step is to visit Zety.com and click Try a Resume Builder. Then create your resume now. And now you're going to visit the Zety Resume Builder Templates Gallery. Here you can choose all sorts of resume templates. Some are very creative, others are a little bit more reserved. Either way, surely you're going to find something here that matches your personality and the job that you want. And regardless of the templates that you choose, you can change the fonts and the color, and the results will always be ATS friendly. So for this demonstration, let's pick the template I used to create the student resume example you just saw. And now if you already have a student resume, you can upload it to the Zety Resume Builder to import the data from it directly onto the resume template that you have just chosen. But you can also make a student resume from scratch if you want, which is what we're going to do for this presentation. And with that out of the way, it's time to actually start making your resume. The very first step is like the first step of an exam. Add your name and the last name to the document. Then you should include your email and phone number. Only include more information than that if the job ad specifically asks you for something else. And now it's time for you to tell the Zety Resume Builder why you're writing a student resume. Are you looking for a professional opportunity like your first job or an internship? Or are you looking for something else like applying for a college scholarship, for example? Let's assume you're seeking a job. Which brings us to your work history. And I know you're a student, but perhaps you have more experience than you realize. After all, experience isn't just about full-time jobs. You can include in your experience section pretty much anything that allowed you to develop relevant skills like part-time jobs, freelance gigs, or even internships. And for you to do that, you just need to provide your job title and the name of the company where you worked and for how long you worked there. Then you need to include some accomplishments and responsibilities that will impress recruiters. I know that sounds like a pretty tall order, but you can just search for your job title on the left, and the Zety Resume Builder will show you some suggestions written by certified professional resume writers. And if you still need some help, you can click Tips and see more advice from them. And don't worry, nobody's gonna tell the teacher. And now it's time for you to tackle the most important section of a student resume. Yes, it's time to talk about your education. And the very first step is sharing which degree you are pursuing. In the case of the student resume I showed you, it's a Bachelor of Arts degree. Now you just need to fill out the fields you see on screen, but it's important for you to get some extra credit in this section by going the extra mile to add some more information about your studies. You can include things like GPA, projects, and honors, for example. In the student resume sample that I just shared with you, I included his favorite areas of studies, his thesis, his extracurricular activities, and also his awards. And you can see all of this here below, and here to the left, you can see some suggestions that the Zety Resume Builder offers based on your professional title and your area of studies. And now it's time for you to show that your diploma is not just decoration on the wall and that you actually learn valuable skills in your studies. Be sure to choose from 6 to 12 relevant skills, and if you are unsure what recruiters want, you can just type your professional title here on the left, and the Zety Resume Builder will share some suggestions. And you can also come here and grade your skills from 0 to 5. Yeah, self-grading. We all wish we could do that in our exams. And that brings us to the student resume summary. It's a short paragraph at the beginning of the document that is supposed to make recruiters eager to read your resume. Because now that you have recapped your selling points, you can write a catchy introduction to your student resume, and the Zety Resume Builder helps you with many suggestions tailor-made for your career. And now you can add some additional sections to your student resume, which are critical since you probably have little professional experience. So you can use these sections to share anything else that can help convince recruiters that you deserve a chance. You can include here things like projects, languages, courses, certifications, and so on. And now it's time for us to move on to the final step. But before we get there, I would like to let you know that your resume will surely have the upper hand on the competition, because any resume created in the Zety Resume Builder is made with the Smart Apply exclusive technology, which makes your resume easier to read by the software recruiters use to filter and rank candidates, ensuring your student resume will outperform those of other candidates. Which brings us to the very last step of the process. Here you can change the fonts and color and even the template of your student resume. But the most important thing here is to change the order of the sections. If you have very little professional experience, I recommend that you put your education first, so you can create a stronger first impression. And once everything looks good, just click here, Finish Resume, to download your student resume as a PDF. And that is all. And if you want to see more advice, you can read our full article written by a certified professional resume writer. The link is in the description below. And I hope this video was useful to you. If it was, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Zety Resume Builder YouTube channel for more advice to unlock your professional potential. Take care, and I see you next time. Bye bye.